Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and thank you so much for giving your time to the channel. I really hope we can entertain you with a good puzzle yet again today. This one is a killer Sudoku by Billy Beth with no cage totals, and there'll be a rule to get us around that, I hope. I will look at this in a moment. Absolutely terrifying if you ask me, but you know, we are where we are. We've got to give it a go. Billy Beth has produced some very hard puzzles. The last one wasn't quite as hard as the others, so let's hope it's a trend. A trend is your friend. And let's tell you about Patreon coming up in 3 days' time. A Sudoku hunt based on a hand of bridge. You don't need to know how to play bridge. It doesn't matter at all. You need to know how to solve Sudoku, because that's what the theme, as always, of the Sudoku hunt is. And it would be lovely if you would join us and give it a try. The prize for one person will be a chance to solve a Sudoku with Simon in a collaboration video. For some people, that would be purgatory, but many people seem to want to give it a go. And, you know, Simon's quite a good companion to have if you're solving. Now, that is Patreon. We've also, of course, got connections and gridogram videos there and some difficult crosswords, so well worth a look. We've also, of course, got apps. They feature more regular killer Sudoku, Domino Sudoku, Classic Sudoku 2, and the Worms. They are top quality apps, really good value. You could get some merch as well, but the apps and the Patreon subscriptions are incredible value, and so much more puzzle content. We think you'll enjoy a lot of them. Now, let's have a look at the rules of Call 999 by Billy Beth. 999 being, of course, the British emergency number classically. Now, the rules are that normal Sudoku rules apply. So 1 to 9, not 1 to 999, will go in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. The small number in the corner of each cage is the sum of all the digits in that cage, including those in the small number itself. All the small numbers are different. Now, you may be saying, I don't see any small numbers. I think we have to work out what they are. So a traditional killer cage has a little number in the top left corner, which tells you the sum of the cage. That is true today, as long as you're counting the digits in the small number itself, which is bizarre. But there we go. Black dots separate cells which have a ratio of 1 to 2. So one is double the other. And that is a very strange looking puzzle. So I'm looking forward to giving it a go. Therefore, not despite that, but therefore. And let's get cracking. You can obviously try it on the link below the video. Right. All of these cages are 2 or 3 cells big, with one exception. Now, there's a lot of 2-cell cages. If this were a regular Sudoku, I would say, well, first of all, let's count them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, it's weird. They can't be the digits over 9, the sums of 10 to 17, because that's only 8 different cages. And the cage numbers, all the small numbers are different. So obviously, I mean, it's hardly surprising, I suppose, that when you go up above 17, no, that's not it. I can't put more than a 9 and an 8 into any one of these 2-cell cages. But then I have to add the cage total, or the digits in the cage total. Right, okay, I'm really struggling to understand what deductions I can make, but the first deduction I'm making is that none of the cages in this puzzle has as its sum, as its small number, a 1-cell sum. And that may be a 1-digit sum. That may be absolutely fatuously obvious, but I've had to literally work out that if you put 9 as the sum of a cage, the count would already start with that 9. Oh, you see, I'm wrong, though. I'm wrong, because if you put 10 then you count 1 from that 10 total, and the other 2 digits add up to 9. And if you put 11 as the cage total, right, I'm still right, because what I was claiming, I've forgotten what I was claiming basically. What I was claiming was you can't have a single cell cage total, and that's right. What I didn't claim, but what my brain thought, was that the cage total, I don't know what my brain thought. It thought that 10 couldn't be the cage total because the digits would add up to 10. That's not true. 10 can be the cage total, and the digits will add up to 9, plus the 1 is 10. In fact, if 11 is the cage total, the digits will add up to 9 plus 1 plus 1. And the same is true for every number up to 19, where there's 10 in the numbers, in the digits in the total, and then there's another 9 in the cage. Right, what happens with 20? Is that possible for a 2-cell cage? 20 would need 18. Oh, it's somehow, this is multiples of 9. Well, this is why the puzzle's called 999. Oh, that's really strange. So let's just check that 21 would also, you'd be subtracting 3 from 21 and you'd be trying to fit 18 in. So 20 and 21 may well be cage totals in this puzzle. They almost certainly are, but they are definitely not cage totals in 2-cell cages. And the reason there are 10 of those is because the available totals are from 10 to 19. And that means that every single one of these 2-cell cages, and I'm going to color them for some reason, adds up to 9. And it doesn't even matter which one of them has a small number of 10, 11, 12. We'll never be able to disambiguate that. But we know that all of these add up to 9. Right, the black dot is in a 3-6 pair, therefore. That's the only black dot pair that adds up to 9. There's not even a rule that there can't be another 3-6 cage. That might be another 3-6 cage. All the small numbers are different. I mean, Billy Beth is utterly messing with us, or they are messing with us. I think it's a duo. Because the small numbers might as well be the same for these, but there is a maximum 10 of them. Okay, so what at least we are being told is that these ones use up the totals 10 to 19. It's like an April Fool puzzle. It's taken me a while to see how it works. Now, I'm wondering how many 3-cell cages there are, and whether it's 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the 3-cell cages, I'm wondering now whether 20 to 29 is going to be the necessary limitation of cage numbers. And if we tried to use 30, yeah, there it is. 30 minus 3, the digits in 30, leaves us with 27. We'd have to fill a 3-cell cage with 999. And we can't do that. Oh, that's fabulous. It didn't say in this puzzle that all the cages don't have repeats, but they all appear. They're all within one row, column, or 3x3 box, so there are no repeats. Anyway, that means we now know what this cage adds up to, because we've used up all the numbers from 10 to 19 in yellow, 20 to 29 in blue, and this green cage has got to be any number from 30 to 39. It just doesn't matter which one, but we're going to have to put a total of 27 in it. And I've now finally got my head around the fact that it can't begin with a 40 sum. Well, four digits can only add up to 30 anyway. So it is 30. We do know what number. No, we don't. 4 digits can add up to 30, but then with the add-ons, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. The relevance of it is that if we were looking for 40, we'd have to have the digits adding to 36 in a 4-cell cage, and that's not possible. So these green digits add up to 27. Now, all I know about that is it's got to have a 9 in. But we also know that the blue digits add up to 9 every time, add up to 18 every time, and the yellow digits add up to 9. And this column proves it. 3 lots of 9 is 27 plus 18 is 45, which we know to be the total for every row, column, and box because they all use the digits 1 to 9 and they add up to 45. Right, sorry, hang on a second, I'll be back with you in a moment. I can press pause. Sorry about that. News of my car, which suffered a blowout tyre at 70 miles an hour yesterday. And it's apparently all right with a new tyre somehow. I can't believe that's all that was needed. Anyway, where did we get to? I was trying to find a way to break into using these totals of 9 and 18. 9 in the yellows, 18, well, that's 27. This is 9. So this is another set that equals 9 because the box must add up to our magic number at 45, the sum of every row, column, and box in Sudoku. Oh, there's this column. We've got 9 plus 9 plus 18 is 36. So those two cells add up to 9. Those 3 add up to 9. These 3 add up to 9 because it's 18 plus 18 plus 9 to make 45. These add up to 9. I wonder if it's worth colouring these areas. That's a 9, that's a 9. Now, what's going on in the middle box? Those would add up to 36. So to get to 45, there's a 9 difference between this one and these two. And these two are bigger by 9 than that cell. Oh, right. One of these digits is 3 or 6 because these are 9 pairs. Right. These 3 cages contain 1, 8, 2, 7, and 4, 5 in some order. Every other digit in the box is 3, 6, or 9. Obviously, I've worked it out now. The only place 9 can go is not in a 2-cell 9 cage in the box. So now this is another 3, 6 cage. Yes, and that digit will be the same as that, which is wildly uninspiring. Now, there is something else. These 3 add up to 9 because we've got 2 18s here. If that's a 6, this is a 2, 1 pair. That would have to, that won't work because this black dot, if you used 6, 2, and 1 here, the remaining black dot digits available are 3, 4, and 8. That would have to be a 4, 8 pair. But to make up its 18 cage, that would, oh no, that's fine. My maths is wrong. That would need a 6 here. But what was I saying? That if this was 6, 2, 1, then we couldn't put a 6 there. So first of all, I was thinking 4 and 8 left a 4 to make 18. That's just poor deduction. 4 and 8 leaves a 6. But if we're positing 6, 2, 1 here, we won't have a 6 to put there. So this is not a 6. This is a 3. Here we go. 6, 3, 6. Now, these two add up to 6 now. If I was to put 2 and 4 in there, I don't think I could make up the black dot. The 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8, and 3, 6 pairs would all be gone. So this is a 1, 5 pair. Now this black dot doesn't contain a 1 or a 3, and ergo I think it's either 2, 4 or 4, 8. And now 4, 8 is possible with a 6 here, but 2, 4 is also possible. No, it's not. 2, 4 adds up to 6. I'd need a 12. Why is my head so off? I don't know. That's a 6 with a 4, 8 pair. These digits are 2, 7, 9, and they do add up to 18. This cage is now not a 2, 7 cage. This one is also from 1, 8 or 5, 4. 6, 4, 8 are looking both at a 4, 5 possible cage and an 8, 1 possible cage, and leaving that to be 2, 7. This now can't be 2, 7. And this digit can't be 4 or 8. So that's 1 or 5, going with 4 or 8 on its left. This is a set that adds up to 9, and it's not allowed to have 3 in it. So it's not 2, 3, 4. or 135, and it must be 126. And this digit becomes a 5, and that's a 4. And this is now a 1-8 pair, and this is now a 5-4 pair. And as we go up this column, we've got 139 here. We can't have 9 in the cage. And we can't have 6 in this cell either. So that's a 1 with an 8. The other digits in the column are 2 and 7. 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, 7. These digits are 7, 8, 9 by Sudoku now. 1, 2, 6 have gone. We've got 3, 4, 8 left to put on the black dot. So that's a 4, 8 black dot. What does that do to this one? This is an 18 cage, so we can't have a 1, 2 black dot. And therefore we have a 3, 6 black dot with a 9 here. And that's not allowed to be 6 now. And these are from 1, 2, 5, 7. If I was to put 1, 2, 5 here, that would require a 10 to make up 18. So one of those is a 7, and that's not. 7 and 1. What? I think my last statement was beyond nonsense. It had 2 errors in it. Okay, what I should have been saying is that if I don't have 7 in this cage, the most I can get these cells to is 5 plus 2, and that still needs 11 here. That's no good. So I do have 7 in the cage. I might be able to do the same with, well, I can eliminate 1. 7 and 1 would require a 10 to make up 18. 7 and 2 would need a 9. 7 and 5 would need a 6. So those are both possible. This little set adds up to 9, I remember now. If it's got a 3 in it, that's sitting here. If it hasn't, it would be 1, 2, 6. And that's impossible because that would leave 5, 7, 9 here, which does not add up to 18. So there is a 3 in this group and it must go there. This pair is either 1, 5 or 2, 4. And whichever digit from 2 and 5 is not being used here is being used here. So 3, 2 and 5 have all gone in this area. This 18 cage doesn't use any of them. It must use 8, which we haven't even tried yet, and 2 other digits that add up to 10 that are not 8, 2 or 3, 7. So it could be 8, 1, 9 or 8, 6, 4. Right, this pair is not 3, 6. They add up to 9. I haven't got a lot more information. These digits are 3, 5, 7, 9. 9 there can't be in the top 2. 3 can't be in the right-hand 2. This pair, this trio adds to 9. Okay, I don't know. 27 in this. The 9 is obviously in the top section of it, and that makes this digit 3. That 3 sees this 6 pair. Now there's no 3 in this group that adds up to 9. And that makes it a 1, 2, 6 group, just as it did here. The other alternatives are 1, 3, 5 and 2, 3, 4, both of which involve 3. 1, 2, 6, 9, 7, 3. We've got 4, 5 and 8 to fit in the top row. This is either a 4 or a 5, and I sense a uniqueness problem if that occurs, or a 1. 1, 2, 6 there. This is now a 4, 5 pair. You can't use 1, 2 or 3. And this is 9, 8, 7, 3, which I think I will take the puzzle's word for it. Adds up to 27. No, it does. I've just checked. Right. 9, 8, 3, 2, 6, and a 4, 5 pair. This is a 1, and that's a 7. This is now 8 to make the total work. And in the top row, we need a 4 and a 5. Here we need a 2 and the other digit from 4 or 5. That can't be 1 anymore. This can't be 1. This is not resolved. That 7 gets ruled out of these cells. There's something here that must be in this cage. If this was 8, 6, 4. No, actually I can find ways to fill the rest of the column. So I don't know. Sorry, I thought I was on something. I wasn't. This pair doesn't have 8 or 7 in it, and it's not 5, 4, but it does add up to 9, so it's a 6, 3 pair. We know the order from that. That stops this digit being 3. I should be able to add these up to only 118 sum. I'm going to wait a bit. The digits I have remaining in this box are 1, 2, 4, and 5. This one seems to max out with 9 and a 4, 5 pair. That's the only way we're going to get to 18 in the cage. And that was useful. That 4, 5 pair gives me 8, 7. I add those up and put a 3 in. Then I've got 4 and a 5, 9 pair that I'm sure will be resolved soon. These can't use 4 or 5 there. 1, 2. That places 1, 2 in the central box. And the central box is finished. 6, 3 are looking up to the top. I feel like lots is done. Right, I know where 3 goes in this row because it can't go on the black dot since that digit can't be 3 or 6. So it must go here in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. Okay, that 9 is looking at the 8, 9 pair in green, which is finished. These, I should have coloured those yellow. That's another group that adds up to 9 because these do and these do. So this is either a 1, 5 or a 2, 4 pair. That's a quad of 1, 2, 4, 5, and this corner is a 6. Now in the next column, we've got a 1, 2 pair. These can't be 9. 1, 2 there, 9, 3 here. And these are going to include a 6 and add up to 18. The 6 can't be here by Sudoku or here because of the black dot not letting a 3 be there. So 6 is here. These two add up to 12, but I don't know whether they're 4, 8 or 5, 7. However, I do know that 5 and 7 can't go on a black dot, so that's 4 or 8. The digit here can't be 4 because of that 4, 5 pair. So I'm going to say this is 2 or 8, and that makes this one definitely 4. Now we can sum the cage and disambiguate the column. Most of it. Here we don't need a 4, so we do have a 1, 5 pair. That gets the rest of column 8 done. And these are 2, 7, 9 here now. 2 there and a 7, 9 pair. That 4 is looking at the black dot. This can't be 8. In fact, 8 we've found over this side. Now, this can't be 6 by Sudoku. Still a tiny bit to do. Neither of these can be 2. 8, 2, 4, 3. This can't be 4. How about this row? 8, 3, 4, 6. No, there's no more eliminations to do there or in this row. Oh, bother, I'm going to have to think of something. Right, what's going on here? It could be 8, 9, 1, or one way round, it could be 8, 4, 6. Well, that doesn't resolve, obviously. I mean, I'm just thinking about the rule again. There's nothing I can use in the rule. I mean, I find it quite amusing that the whole puzzle is predicated on, it helps you that all of the cages have different totals, but you'll never know what each individual cage's total is. Anyway, there's a 1, 5 pair there that I've just spotted. That stops this being a 5. Now, one of these is a 7 by Sudoku. If it's 7 and 2, that's a 9. That won't work. If that was a 2, this would be a 7, 9 pair, breaking this cell. So that's a 7, and that makes this a 5 and this a 6 to make the sum work. Then, sorry, that's a 1, 9 pair in the column now. That gives us 5 there, not 1 there. That makes this a 1. This has become 2. This is 4. This is not 4. These must be done. That's 2. This is a 5. This is not 4. The corner's 4. That's 2. 5, 4 are resolved in the top 3 rows. And that's not a 7. Oh, the 5 here is doing 1, 5, and that deals with the 9, 1 on the left, and that deals with the 5, 1 on the right, and somehow this 7, 9 has been dealt with. And now that's a 9, that's a 2, this is a 7, and that is a lovely puzzle. We didn't have to call 999, but we did solve it. It's remarkably clever, and that's superb. Great stuff, Billy Beth. That was just a lovely romp through a brilliant idea, which was almost a prank, I would say. And super stuff. And a 9 in the middle of our cool 999 puzzle. Thank you for watching. Pleasure to be with you and work these things out, accompanied by you every day. Come back tomorrow for more. See you then. Bye for now.